Key Arab nations are no closer to lifting their blockade on Qatar after it rejected an ultimatum to address their demands. Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain and Egypt have all accused Qatar of supporting terrorist groups and their enemy, Iran. But the country says the dispute is clearly designed to generate anti-Qatar sentiment in the West. Anne Barker reports.
At Cairo's Tahrir Palace, foreign ministers from the 4 Arab nations have met to plot their next move against Qatar. The tiny Gulf state remains under a land, air and sea blockade over accusations it supports terrorism. The Saudi Foreign Minister Adel Al-Jubeir outlined the allegations.
We cannot have a country like Qatar that is an ally militarily and in the GCC and in the Arab League, and that hosts an airbase from which planes take off to fight ISIS and Al-Qaeda, and at the same time it turns a blind eye to terror financiers who operate openly in Qatar, turns a blind eye to extremists who advocate suicide bombings and advocate young men going to fight in war zones. We cannot have it both ways.
The 4 Arab nations allege Qatar has used its huge wealth from gas to fund jihadist groups and gives them a voice on the Qatar-owned and funded television channel Al Jazeera. They want the network shut down, along with 12 other demands, including the removal of a Turkish military base in Qatar and curbing ties with their enemy, Iran. Demands that Qatar's Foreign Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani refused.
We believe that the main issue is not about terrorism. The main issue is opposing differences and the way to shut the other voice. And maybe they are looking at Qatar that it's punching over its weight.
Qatar knows its role in the Syrian conflict is viewed with suspicion by its Arab neighbours, but its foreign minister denies it gives support to terrorists.
Qatar opposes violent extremism that is a global threat to all humanity. However, what other countries fail to grasp is labeling political opponents as terrorists. Merely silence them, regardless of how we may feel about their agendas, is both unjustified and fails to solve any problem. Not only morally wrong, it would likely make the problem worse.
Emerging from the Cairo meeting, Arab foreign ministers say Doha doesn't understand the gravity of the situation. They plan to meet again soon in Bahrain to consider expanding the blockade. The escalating crisis has deepened concern among Western allies, which see the Gulf states as crucial partners in defence and energy. A US military base in Qatar plays a key role in the war against the Islamic State group, and both the US and Kuwait have tried to mediate in the dispute. Overnight, the US President Donald Trump spoke to Egypt's president by phone, urging a resolution to the growing crisis. But for now, neither side is backing down.
Anne Barker reporting.